Yeah, so in the previous video we have created the navigation between the screens, how we can navigate from one screen to another screen, and in this video we will create the login screen like this. So actually this is the final login screen we will create. So for this design, first of all we divide all the portions of the screen with the flex board. So if you did not watch my previous video of the flex board, so I have given the link in the description box in the flex board. So I am removing this button here because we want to create this design. So for this we add here another view, and taking here a flex. So actually it is depend on us. We can divide this portion in the 2 or 3. We can also divide this portion like this. So actually this is the first portion and we can divide another portion in this. So this is the second portion. So we are taking here for the first portion 0.25 flex. So actually this is, we will take the flex percentage according to the super view. So here super view flex is 1, so it will be the 0.25% of the super view. So for the better understanding, I am taking here color. So I am giving here a red color, and we are dividing the screen in the 2 portions. So we will take this 0.75 and I am giving here a color yellow color, and now save it. Yeah, so now our screen is looking like this. The final screen is this. So first of all we will add the logo. So for adding a logo we need a image, and we need to import the image here. So image is already imported here, so we can use image here, resize mode. So actually this is the property of the image, and here we can use center, contain, cover, repeat. So all these are resize mode property of the image. So suppose I am using here stretch, and this is also the property of the image source. So source, actually we add here the path of the image from where we are importing the image. So if you are importing the image locally, so we need to add here require, and inside the require we can add here the path. So actually here we did not add any image yet. So first of all we add here a logo image. So for this we need to add here another folder inside the src. So we add here another folder, assets, and inside the assets we will add another folder, and name of this folder is images. Now we add the image inside the images folder. I already added the logo, so we go inside the project Coding Gyaan, and here we just go inside src, inside assets, in the images we add here a logo. Yeah, so now logo is here. So now you can add here the path of the image. So we can add here assets. In the assets, the another folder is images, and here we add the name of the image, logo.jpg. And another thing, we add here the style of the image. So in the style, so first of all we check how the screen is looking like this. Now we save it and check the screen. So the logo is not showing in the center of the screen. So for this we add here another property, align items center. Yeah, so now the logo is showing in the center of the screen, but it is not round. We need to require a round circle here. So for this we can give the height and width. So suppose I am taking here the width, and we can give the margin on the top is 30. Yeah, so now the screen is looking like this. And here now we can add the border radius. So the border radius we are taking here 60. So now the logo is showing in the round circle. So background color is white. So we remove the background color from here. And now we go inside the another portion. We are using here flex 0.75 and color is yellow here. We also need to add here justify content is center. So first of all we need to add here a text box. So we can use here a property align self center here. So now the logo will be show in the center of the screen and bottom view will also be show here. Because we are using the align item here, so the bottom view is not showing, so we can use like this. The next we need here a text view. So for this we add here a text property. So first of all we need to add here a text box and add here, let's start it and save it. So now let's start it is showing here. We need to add here the style of the text box. We need here give the style of the text box. So margin top is 20 and so we can add here the style txt message and we need to add here all these styles. Just save it. So now the let's start it is showing like this. We need to add here the font style. So add here font size 40, add here the padding 10. Yeah, so now the let's start it is showing like that, but the color of the let's start it is different, so we need to green color here. So we can take the color is green. Now I am removing color from the bottom side yellow. So I am taking here a this color in the upper view. I am adding here and now save it. Yeah, so now the screen is looking like that. So we need to font weight also need to increase. We just add here font weight. Now it's looking like that. We can also increase more size. Yeah, so now it's looking like that. So now we need to add here a login text box. So we can take the login text box inside the view. So add here text input. In the text input we add here, so placeholder is actually the props of the text input, and we can add here the placeholder you want to show on the screen, username, and here the another props of the text input is value, where we want to pass the value of the text input. So we can take here any name. So suppose I am taking here username. So username must be add inside the state we add here, so we declare here the state const, and state we add inside the angle bracket user name, and in the set user name, and here we will use the use state, and it is a string type, so we just initialize with the blank string, and use state must be declare inside the React, so it's exist in the React package, so we directly import from the React library use state, and we can use here like this. And here another function we will use on change text. So on change text is another probe for changing the value of the text input. So here we can use directly set user name. So if you want, you can call here any function, or you can directly set here the state. So we can also close the text input here directly. We need not declare it here like this. So now we save it and run the application again. npx actually the design is looking like that, but we need the design like this, so we will change the in the design. So we can also declare the text input inside the view. So we change the font size, and here we add the border width to, and border radius. So now the text input is looking like that, but here the radius of the text input is not correctly like that. So the height of the text input is 50, so the border radius we will take here 25, so it will round it like that. So the text is not correctly, so we need to padding inside the left side, so we add here padding left. Yeah, so now text input is looking like that, and in the same way we add here another text input, so we just copy this and paste the bottom of it, and just format document and save it. Yeah, so another text input is showing here, so we just add here the placeholder password and add the state here like that, and here we use the set password. P is capital here. So here the margin between the two text input is greater than compared to this, so we just decrease the top margin here, so we just take here 10 and save it. Yeah, so now it's looking like that. Yeah, so another thing we need to add here. We just copy this and paste here. Take another view, and here just take the height, it's equal to 40, and we just add here a button. Yes, currently we use the touchable opacity because we can edit the touchable opacity according to our requirement. So we use here on press. So on press actually the property of the touchable opacity, and we can console.log. Yes, forgot password is showing in the left side. So, but we need here in the right side, and the font size is also different. So we increase the font size here. We will take 15, and we need to in the right side. So we just in the view we just change the justify content flex and. So we just add here a one another property flex direction, and here we will take the flex direction row. Now save. So justify content will work when we take the flex direction property of the flex board. So now it will show in the right side. Yeah, so now the design is looking like that. So now we need to do another buttons, the submit and the register. So for it we will take another view. So we just copy this view and we'll take here and another view here. So we need here, we again take the touchable opacity inside the view, and here we add submit and another button for the register, and now save it. Yeah, so now two button is showing here, submit and register, but design is looking like that. So we will change the design. So we need to add here the style of the button. So we just add here style. So we take here first width is equal to 100%, and we just take the height of the button. We can take 40, and so button should be show in the center. So we can take line items in the center, and the border radius is 10 here, and now save it. And another thing we need here, the background color. So the width of the button is greater than compared to image. So we need here. So here we can take the margin 45, and here right margin we also can take 45. The width of the button is looking like same, but we need to change the text color. So text is not showing in the center, so we can take here the another property, justify content, so we can use it center and we can save it. Yeah, so now button is showing in the center, but the bottom text is not showing correctly, so we need to add here. So the same style we will use the bottom button, and here we will also take the margin, top margin 10. Yeah, so another button is now looking like that. Actually, we need to change the text font, and the text color is not same here, so we need to change this. So for this we need to change the property of the text input. So we just add here font size. Yeah, so button design is now looking like that. So the same properties we will use in the bottom text. So font size, color, so all these we add here, and now we just save it. Now the actual design is now looking like that. Yeah, so now we just remove the top color. We have added already yellow for the understanding purpose, so we just remove it and save it. Yeah, so actual design is now looking like that. So now we need to add the action on the submit button. So this is the submit button. So for this we just add here a on press, and in the on press we will navigate in the sign up screen. So for the register we will navigate in the registration screen. So we just add here name of the function is now register click. So now we save it and we just click on the register button, but now it's not working. So we can check here our button is actually working or not. So for this we can add here console.log, and here we can type the register and save it, and we can just check here the console we are typing here. So nothing is happening here. Can check the debug console here. So we just close this and we just run the application again. So button actually is not working. We just call the button like this, and now we try to call the button. Yeah, so now the button is working, and we are navigate in the sign up screen, and now we design the sign up screen. Yeah, so actually this is the our sign up screen, and we just now design this screen. So go inside the sign up screen, and here, so in the sign up screen we did not code yet, so now we start the code here. So we just take here a view in the safe area view, and we just add here the style of the view. Here we can take and add the style here like that directly. And here we will take the background color is equal to gray, and now it will hold the whole screen because we are taking here flex is equal to 1. And if I want to take here the flex property is equal to 0.8, so now it will hold the 80% portion of the whole screen. And we can take here another view for holding the bottom view if I want. So here we can take the flex 0.2, so it will hold the 20% portion of the whole screen. Because we are taking here gray color, so I can give here pink color like that. So now the bottom view will hold the 20% portion of the whole screen, and in the 80% portion I want to add the text inputs. So text input always should be added inside the scroll view. So for this we add here a scroll view. So scroll view actually the component of the React Native, and we can directly use the scroll view from the React Native, and we just add the scroll view flex here. So inside flex we just add here the flex is equal to 1. So it means that it will hold the 80% whole portion of the view. So now we start here all the text input. So we can just copy from the login screen. So this is our login screen, and we can just copy this line directly. Let's start it, and we can just take here. We have not added the style text message here, so we can use the text message style here also. We can just copy this style from here, and we can add here, and now save it. Yeah, so now our screen is looking like that. Now we need to add here the text input. So for this we add here the text input, so we can directly can copy the text input from here, and we can add here. So the text input we have not imported, so we just import here text input is also the component of the React Native, and we can directly use it. So username is not exist, so we also need to add here the state. So we just add here the state username. So we need to add here use state also. So we just copy this React property and just paste here. So now use state we are importing from the React directly, and we can use it. Now we save it, and the first text input is showing here. So in the same way we will add here the another text input, and here we can add email, and the use state we just add here email. So it's scrollable because we are taking all the text inputs inside the scroll view. So in the same way we will take here password and confirm another password. So password is 2 times because we just add here password, and we are taking here another field confirm password. So we just add here the state password and set password, and here we just add confirm password and set confirm password, and here we use the property confirm password, and here we use set confirm password, like that. Yeah, so now save it. The design is looking like that, so we just remove the color from the background, and the container color is also here the blue color, so we just remove it. So now the design is looking like that. And another thing we need here, the bottom button for the register, so we just add this button also. So we just copy from here all the view, we just copy from here and we just paste inside the flex 0.2, and here we just need a single button, so one button we will remove here, and we just import the touchable opacity. So it is the component of the React Native, so we can directly use it. So we just remove the another view inside we are using here. So here we just align item in the center of the view, and we can also take the justify content is also in the center, and we just save it. So the button is now looking like that. So we need to change the width of the button and change the text. So we just add the margin in the left and the right side. So for this we just add here margin left 45 and margin right 45. And here we need the button register, and we just remove the background color from here, and just save it. Yeah, so now you can see the design is now looking like that. We need here so the common CSS we can add here, but the best way, because we are using here the same CSS, so we can add here the same CSS in the bottom side. We can take here input text input view style, and we just add here all the same style we are using here. So we just copy from here and cut it, and we can just add here like that. So the text input view now we can use here like that. We can directly add here now style, so you can use from here directly styles, and we can type here the name of the view we are using here, and we need here a single curly braces, so just remove one from here. And in the same way we are using here 20 40 and right is 40, and yeah, same style we are using here, so we can just remove this style from here and we just add here, and the same style we are using here, so we can directly remove this style from here, and the same style we are using in every text view. Yeah, so now save it, and our style now looking like that. So the same style we will just declare in the single place and will use in all the text inputs. So in the same way we are using here the style of the text input. So we just take here another property, and name of this is the text input, and we just remove it and copy from here and just so the same style we are using can use here. Padding 10, font size equal to 12, and border width is equal to 2, border radius, height and bottom. So same we are using inside here, so we can use it. And now we just save it for the checking. So it's working same. So in the same way we can remove it and we can add here. Yeah, so it's working the same. So now we can remove this code because we can use the same text input style in the old text inputs, because we are using the same text input style in that old text input. So we just declare in the single place and we will use in the old text inputs. So like this we can use the styles. So the better way, in the same way we can use in the login screen, because we are using here two text inputs. So we can declare here the style of the text. So we just can take here, we are taking here text input view and text input. So we can take the different name also, but I am taking here the same name, and I am removing this CSS from here, and I am removing this style from here and add from here. So this is the style of the login screen text input view. So we just add here and just use this text input view inside here. Styles. So that same we are using here 10, 40, 40 and 0. So we are using here 20, 40, 40 and 0. So we are using here the same also, but the height is different. So we are using here the same, so we just, so here we are using the top margin 20, but we are using here the top margin 10. So for this we can just, we can use this type of style. All things are same, but the single property is different, so we can use here like that. We just, the single style is the different margin top. So margin top we just use here 10. So like this we can use. The another thing is the text input style. So for this we just copy this style from here and we just add inside the text input, and we just add here like that. And all the text input we now add here styles, and now we add here. So first of all I am commenting this line and just adding this style here and just save it. So the text input style is same in the both text inputs, so we just remove it. So like this the common CSS we can declare in the one place and use in the different text inputs and different views according to our requirements. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe the channel. Thanks for watching.